Ding!
We missed you. We missed you. How are you? Donna and Cheryl TV in the house.
Do you like my nail varnish? I feel like nobody's seen it because I haven't been doing this.
Haven't been showing it off. Keeping it real with you. We're going to be keeping it real for the next 15, 20 minutes probably. And yeah, we've missed hanging out with you guys on lunchtime. So tell us, how are you? There's all kinds of Halloween paraphernalia going up behind me. I'm looking at ghosts and witches and things.
Love.
How we roll. So we decided this morning, we jumped up, and Caleb loves Halloween. He loves Halloween. It's his favorite thing. Say hi if you're on, so we know you're here. It's his favorite thing next to Christmas. And obviously, everyone's like, Halloween's cancelled. Not in my fucking house. No, I have anything to do with it. So we decided, I got up this morning and I thought we create our environment. So we decided that we're going to decorate the house as a surprise from coming in. Mr. Price, the headmaster, has already let them go in tomorrow in fancy dress, albeit with no masks and things. So we're going to do face paint. So I'm like, okay, we need face paint. Auntie Cheryl, couldn't remember if I had any left off last year when you face painted it when I was stuck in a session. So yes, we are busy. If you check on stories today, it's like a work in progress of decorating all the house, getting it all ready as a surprise for his little face when he comes home tonight and sees all the Halloween decorations.
We're going to have to capture that as well. Capturing these, because he'd be like, oh, when he comes in the house. That's 100%. A lovely thing to do. Because me and Graham, when we went shopping the weekend, I went to pick up some tartan tablecloths for the Christmas dinner. Nice tartan ones, red tartan, Edinburgh tartan, and I was like looking around the Halloween section. Obviously now having a newborn baby, Holly doesn't get dressed up for Halloween anymore. She's 22, so I was looking for something for the dog. I couldn't find anything, so then I started buying all these sweets because I have like me little claw hand, you know, I do for Caleb, where it like roars and comes down. So I'm like, oh, I have to put it out for the kids, and then on Sunday or something, I saw something on the news saying they're not allowed to come round. It hadn't even occurred to us. Like in me head, they wouldn't be knocking on the door. So I've got all these sweets for the kids, and I'm like, what?
Absolutely. Well, we've just been in the loft. We've got everything out. We're doing it. So if there's, kids, I'm going to put some pumpkins and stuff out. So if you're my neighbours and you see the pumpkins out, you're more than welcome to knock. And Cheryl, we're going to have to pop up to you so you can see him in his outfit and stuff.
I can give him 3 bags of sweets that I bought for the kids.
Yes, that too. And then we're just going to, we just said to the other mums, because as one of the mums said, people are knocking on doors with deliveries, people are bringing you shopping, people are handing you parcels, people are bringing you mail. It is bullshit if you think I'm not going to let my child come and knock on your door and get some sweets. Given that they're in a German-infested school every day, I don't feel like knocking on 3 people's doors and getting a bag of sweets is going to be the real issue.
I'm going to hope that the children come round. I'll put the little thing on the doorstep. I'll step back and then get the sweets and crack on. I'm not going to breathe on them or spit on them.
No, I'm just going to have a nice bag of sweets all wrapped, which will have been dealt with detoxified hands outside for anybody that wants them. And we will be bringing the joy. Caleb will be bringing the joy. They have gone through enough.
Yeah.
Getting a few bags of sweets and knocking on a few of their friends' doors who they're in a school with every single day anyway is not going to be an issue. So
what about you guys who are on? Are you cancelling Halloween, or are you still going to go for it? Because Halloween's a special day for me as well, because it was my dad's birthday. Mm-hmm. So it's always my dad's birthday on Halloween. Mine's the next day. So we always did, like when Holly was little, I always got dressed up. I was in full-on witch costumes, and I would take her from where we used to live, round from my house to my mum's. But I'd walk around and would knock on a few doors, and then we always had like a little tea party in my mum's house. And even like as adults, we always got together on Halloween or my birthday as a family, which is obviously different now because my dad isn't here. So I still like to make Halloween a fun time because, celebrate him and kids. And
birthday, exactly. So basically, Cheryl's always dressed up as a witch on her birthday parties. Like that's how it is. She used to always come in, and Cheryl was always one of the guys as well, one of the leaders in work that used to come in full on, dressed up and stuff for Christmas. Like, and I'd be like, "What are you doing?" Because I just didn't do it. And then Caleb came along, and he just loved it. Like I thought you'd be scared and stuff, but he just loves it. Whatever it is in him, loves a Halloween party. So even my dad gets dressed up and stuff now. Like my dad literally one day, I was like, well, yeah, we're having a party a couple of years ago. Always, you know, because Caleb loves it. Knock on the door, open my door, and there's Bane standing on my door. My dad in the mask and everything. I was like, that is the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, Bane.
I have to take it off. I need a drink.
Yeah, he was scary though, isn't he? So I bet your dad played that well, actually.
And I just love the fact that though it brings everyone just that bit of fun out in people. It just brings, so I don't care if it's me, Caleb and Neil with the disco ball on, dancing around to crazy Halloween music on Halloween. That's what we will be doing.
Hallelujah to that, sister.
So how are you all doing, people? We just wanted to share with you because we have spent 2 days writing our book. And it's the first time we've kind of buried ourselves away, albeit in our own houses, unfortunately not together, so we're in a lovely little cottage. We buried ourselves away, tried to minimize distractions and things as much as possible apart from urgent stuff, and just got to the business of writing, which was amazing.
It was so fun because, I mean, obviously Donna and I talk every day, multiple times, whether we're working or not. And obviously we've been through these life experiences for the last like 16, 17 years together. But actually what was lovely, wasn't it, was like, because we have to go back to the beginning, to the start of the journey. It was just bringing up all these memories for us, good and bad, that we put in pen to paper and just remembering. And it was really special. I was getting a bit emotional yesterday, just about like how far we've come. Like me or you wouldn't have known when we met each other at where we worked all those years ago that we would be back yesterday, although virtually, not the planned way, eating digestives, but writing a fucking book, people.
It was just
a book together about the business that we built together. It was like, what the fuck? Sorry.
And like Cheryl would have a little moment. She'd go, I'm having a moment, and then we're like sit obviously one Zoom, but we've got the documents open and we're sitting typing away. And sometimes we would just sit for 10, 15 minutes, not saying anything in our own world, typing away, and then she'd go, oh, I've just remembered something. Then we'd have a little chuckle, then we'd have a cry. And then all of a sudden I'd be having a moment about something. I'd start crying, and then she'd be like, I'm sitting here hugging you. I'm like, I know, I can feel it. And then we'd talk about why I was crying. And I'm not going to share any of it because it's all in the book. And oh my God, it was just, and I think even for us, as much as we therapize and coach each other all of the time, as much as we have our coaches, we're still trying to give you the real picture of what was going on in our lives around that time when we met, and what meeting each other did and what it changed and transformed and shifted in our lives, and going back to that place so that we can write it from a real place of integrity emotionally. We're putting ourselves in that space and feeling the feels of what that was like, and, you know, really hoping that conveys to you guys when you come to read the book in a few months' time. So
it was amazing. It really was. Caleb came from school at like 3:30, and he was like, "You've been on Zoom for 5.5 hours."
Like, yep, pretty much.
And then Graham came in from work. I'm like stood with a laptop while I'm peeling potatoes, getting the tea on, while John is still writing it. But I'm there, even though I'm not saying anything. I'm there, energetically wise, while you're getting out what you needed to say.
Yeah, and then we're like, right, we're done. We're after like 6.5 hours. So like, I think we're done for today. I think we're spent. Like emotionally, this is the thing. Like when I do a lot of writing for Now Is Your Time, and you're really getting into it. And like when we're writing like those posts that you see on Instagram and Joe writes with us, we're really getting into that emotion of what is it like when we're making those declarations, when we're making those statements about ourselves, when we're realizing that we've got that limiting belief, you know, when we're having that breakthrough moment. We really go there. Like we want to feel it. We hope that comes over for you guys. So we were drained yesterday. But as a spiritual practitioner, when we're coaching people, like we don't cloud that with alcohol and things. So this morning I had sessions from 9 and working till 10 tonight. So I would have loved a glass of wine, but I didn't have one. But it felt like one of those days, didn't it? When like you felt like you needed a glass of wine.
Yeah, like a celebratory one.
Celebratory and all. It was really cathartic because, like just getting it out, stuff that like I've never written about before, stuff Cheryl's never written about before. There are things in there we haven't shared before other than with ourselves. So
was very good. Which is why as well, like for us and for you, when you have to get your focus and your clarity on to do something specific, is where like your mindset, I can hear myself thinking back and I haven't got my headset. So I have to just is so important, particularly like for my last, how long have I had Angus now? 10 days?
Yeah.
And my routine went a bit tits up last week, but I was aware of it and I recognised it, and I've worked really hard in the past week to even incorporate some of what my morning routine would have been, which was so important yesterday to get ourselves in the right energy, onto the right playing field to then get ourselves in that creative mind, because we're going to write and you need your creative, you've got to be in your feminine, so you've got to have all of this like creativity flowing through. So starting the day, both of us individually in separate houses, putting the foundations in so that when we came together to get into the creative space, that was so important, wasn't it? Because if you're off running ragged, doing 1,000,001 things, and then we come to sit down at 10 o'clock, like that's not going to work very well to get you into that creativity, into the feminine flow.
Well, we even recreated as well, didn't we? Like if we'd been at the cottage together, we would have got up, we'd have been chewing the fat, we would have warmed ourselves into the day and because Cheryl and I are each other's soulmates, so we share all the stuff that's bothering us, that's sitting at a soul level not right. So, and some of that's just niggly stuff and day-to-day stuff. So we gave ourselves a good hour to get that all out and to process any upsets or any things that were going on in our conscious mind, so that we could then start really tapping into our creative and getting in that flow and inviting our subconscious. Because when you start doing it and you say, well, what was happening around then? Your first thing is, I don't know. I can't remember. Like you have to tune into it, and you can't do that if your mind's going, oh, and did you send that contract? And did we do that Instagram thing? And did we post that video?
Yeah.
And, and oh my God, did I tell you I nailed it? So like you've got to get all of the brain dump out. And it's the same for you, whether you're doing that with someone, like Cheryl said, or you're doing it like on your own. Like get all the noise out, anything that's going on in your head, do yourself a little vlog. We don't have to send it, whatever it is. Then light your candle, get your water, settle into your space. We even did an invocation, didn't we? We did a little prayer to kind of just a little mental treatment, just to say, right, this is what we're doing. We're so grateful for this time. And then off we went.
Ta-da! So we're very excited. Now it's like started. It's like, I just want to keep going back and reading what we wrote and adding to it. We've got a lot more to do, but we've got other time allocated, days blocked out, where we can just sit and focus and get it all out, put pen to paper and see where it takes us. So
you'll be getting signed copies, don't you worry, Wendy?
Yeah. So our aim in November is to spend quite a bit of time, ideally, to get like the first draft out of these fingers onto paper, because then we have a lot of time editing and whatever else and blah, 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 whatever else it needs to be. But yeah, getting yourself in the right space, getting your mind in the right place for whatever you have to do on that day with your intention. Like our intention yesterday was very clear. So getting yourself in the right space to meet your intention for the day is really, really important. So yeah, whether that's meditation, journaling, gratitude, a walk, go and stand in the garden with your shoes off, like whatever it is, watching Housewives of Atlanta, whatever
it is. And we had little breaks in, we would keep going, right. Yeah. Need a little break, need to reset our energy after that. That bit was a bit heavy. And then we'd have a giggle about something lighter. We'd get some food, have a cuppa, talk to Angus, have him some squidges with him over the screen, and just recreate as much as we could the environment. Because if you say, well, I can't do it because, then it's your own limitation stopping you doing it, nothing else. And I really want you to recognize that, okay?
Yeah, if we'd have been sat there going, oh, God, or we should have been together and we want to be in a cottage and we can't, and this, that, and the other, like that wouldn't have been very conducive to what we were aiming to get out of the day. We just accepted the way it was and made the frigging best of it.
We did, without wine.
Without wine. God knows what will be on the sheets. That's what I said to her. Like, it's probably best that we're not in the cottage, because by 3 o'clock would have been pissed, and God knows what would have been writing down.
That's the story you all want to read, though, right? Those stories, the ones we only keep when there's wine involved.
And a very close circle of friends, girl
they
friends.
are not PG, a lot of them, that's all I have to say.
No.
So yeah, so it's been amazing. And then what other stuff have we been up to? I can't really think. Oh, with the bounce back ability.
We've got the retreat.
Oh, hit me with it, Cheryl.
We need to get the link. So yes, so with Bounce Back Ability Bootcamp, week 3, we finished that on Tuesday. We've got a bonus session for the guys on Friday, so we're very excited for that. And then we have Donna's on holiday next week, so she's going to have a lovely week away with Caleb and Neil. And then the first week of November, on the Saturday the 7th, 2 till 6 UK time, we have the Mindset Mastery Virtual Retreat. Yeah. So we're very, very, very excited. I haven't done one. God, I think it was July time the last time we did one. Obviously, we're still planning to do the face-to-face one. If any of you got tickets, that will still happen in 2021 when we're allowed to get 100 people in the room together. So we're still excited for that. But in the meantime, we thought we would love to do something before the end of the year, which is all around, whatever is going on externally. This does not stop us from doing whatever we want to do in life, get results, take action, go into next year on a high, really, really accelerated into 2021 and ending 2020 accelerated. We haven't stopped right now, book, because of COVID. We can't have a launch party and like it's all just, we can put lots of different barriers in our own way, but we don't want that. So we're very excited for the retreat we've got about 60 people on the guest list so far. So
we'd love it to be 100. It would be amazing to have 100 beautiful souls there, taking action, stepping to the highest self, really getting serious about the business of creating through their mindset, through their actions, through their feelings, exactly what it is they want. Because we're not waiting till December. No, we're not doing this in January. We're doing it now consciously, creating this space for you so you can really kind of get on the right track, path, whatever you want to call it, for you to get in line with what is this vision that you have of yourself. And honestly, every time we do these, whether they're physical or whether we did the virtual one the last time, everyone is like, it blows my mind. It changed the game for me. I was here and now I'm here and I know I'm going there. And we've got some amazing activities lined up for you. And it's going to be pretty awesome.
It's going to be awesome. And the bloopers are in the book. Chapter 1, fuck. That's the way it is. If you don't like swearing, don't buy the fucking book.
Yeah. My boy won't be able to read it for a few years. That's all I'm saying.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's me, Yvette. Oh, yeah, all right. I know.
I know.
Yeah, the bloopers are in the book. You wouldn't expect anything less. So
I have get excited for the launch party.
You've been doing some trauma work today, haven't you, Donna? And I'm going to go off and do a healing session now, which I'm excited about too. So, and then we've got this afternoon, we've got some client sessions as well, which is exciting. And then this evening, I've got the Real You Girls, while Donna is on her spiritual practitioner, business mastery, Dr. Donna of Divinity, DDD, Dr. Donna Divinity. You're on that 10, aren't you? So mindset, energize is important for you throughout today.
13-hour day, and we are bringing it.
This is because we love what we do.
I know. I mean, the two
you find your purpose.
This morning, we did a trauma session with a client, which was awesome, which is all around unlocking and getting to your limiting beliefs and just resetting them and neutralizing them, taking all the stories and the baggage away from all the crap that we believe about ourselves, so you can come at your day-to-day life fresh, like a blank piece of paper. Then we had with Yvette, our campaign manager, mapping out some like stuff that is going to blow your guys' mind over the next few months. Like, we're so excited to start sharing with you. And then I had another session, another client one-to-one, a bonus session with a client, which was all around clarity, decision, empowerment, which was amazing. The 2 clients this afternoon, it's awesome because one's a corporate client who has a huge vision for something she wants to create in the future, like huge. So it's so exciting helping her to shape that and look at all the limited beliefs in the way of creating that. And then the other client is literally changing the world, like changing the world Can't say why, it's confidential, but the stuff she's doing would just blow your fucking mind. And it's just to be with these women who are, you know, doing these incredible things and have these amazing visions and just need help to get out of their own way is just
amazing. We love it.
And so it's not hard to maintain your energy for 13 hours. So
we're going to go. I'll be back next week. I'll let you know in advance what day and who I'm going to be doing it with. The Soul Squad are back next Friday in the house as well. So Johnny's going to be on holiday.
I'm going to post some pictures. Keep your eye on stories. It'll all be on stories next week. We'll be sharing with you as we go as well.
So I'm going to go and see Puppy for 10 minutes before my next session. And yes, have a fabulous Thursday, everybody.
Love you all. Bye, guys.